Our history began about 12 to 15,000 years ago. It's the Ice Age. It's such a long story. But from the time our children are 7 years old, our people knows it's when they can remember things good. So they start telling the Glacier Bay history. The whole Alaska God gave to us. It's because he wanted it that way. We believe it, our people believe this. Our families said, don't lose your land. They always say, "I'ani aya," this is your land.
After every big geological or glacial event or flood, we always came back to where we were created. That's our history. That's who we are. And the land defines us, who we are.
We have taught all of our children, this is our homeland. This is where the spirits of our ancestors roam. This is where I know that I'm going to have a continued presence.
To outsiders, this land is best known as the Tongass National Forest. With 17 million acres of wilderness and 11,000 miles of coastline, it's the largest temperate rainforest on Earth. It's home to the Tlingit, as well as the Haida and Tsimshian people.
The Tlingit people have a word called Ha'ani, which means our land. We have lived in this land for over 10,000 years. We defended it. We use the land. We use the animals, the water, and the sea to sustain our lives. We will always live here.
Mom was a full-blooded Tlingit woman. She made sure we each knew that we're Eagle Chukanedi, brown bear, people of Glacier Bay. Know who you are and where you come from.
Raised by their mother, Bob Loescher and his sister Wanda Culp grew up moving back and forth between the state capital, Juneau, and their ancestral village, Hoonah.
My brother Bob and I, he's 14 months older than I am.
Good to see you, yay!
And when we were small children, my mom said it was like raising twins. In order to keep us together and in control when we were in public, we were always holding hands. We were that close. Growing up in Juneau was a mixed bag. There was no Tlingit history or culture in the schools. Our parents and grandparents were disciplined for speaking their language.
And our grandfather was a carver.
Our mom didn't teach us the language. She didn't want us to be shamed. That was what she instilled in us a lot.
At our last potlatch, they gave us back Grandpa's mallet.
I think this is Grandpa. He's standing by a totem pole. At the same time, she wanted us to fit in. She wanted us to be successful and worked real hard to get us into the mainstream.
I had a very exciting life as a young man. I fished and hunted and I climbed all these mountains and saw all the glaciers here and I lived a real good life.
Wanda graduated from high school, married, and began working for the tribal government. Bob went to college in Colorado, earning a degree in economics and business. When he returned to Alaska, he began putting what he'd learned to use.